welcome to the Pick Connection. I'm your host, John Evans, and today we will visit Head Start of Fayette County to talk about the Munch, Mingle, and Move family event that was recently held. Next, we will visit Stone & Company in Greensburg and talk to a student about the yacht program and obtaining a job. And last, we talk to another student from the yacht program also about obtaining a job. So please stay with us because this is going to be a great show.
Are you looking for a career but lack the needed skills? With multiple short-term training programs, the Education and Technology Institute can help.
ETI offers nurse aid training and a diploma program in medical coding billing. ETI also provides training for employers and individuals in CPT coding, ICD-9 and 10 coding, electronic health records, medical billing, and insurance documentation.
Take the first step to a new career. Contact ETI at 724-836-2395 or visit www.eti.edu.
I feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, somebody is watching me. All right, well, you continue watching. Hey, but first up, I'm talking with Andy Lister and Dana Soliday from the Early Head Start of Fayette County about Munch, Mingle, and Move. It's going to be great. With me now is Dana Soliday and Andy Lister. We will be talking about Munch, Mingle, and Move, and I'm not sure what that's all about. Dana's going to explain that to us, but Munch, it sounds like I'm hoping it's like maybe munching on some goodies or some food, but Dana, what is Munch, Mingle, and Move?
Okay. Well, Munch, Mingle, and Move is an annual event that we hold for our Early Head Start and Head Start families. This year was the 9th annual event. We had 514 participants. Basically, the whole premise is to promote healthy eating and physical activity with our families. So this year, the event was held on June 6th. It was held up at the Spring Valley Bruderhof community in Farmington, PA. And we also tied it in with an optional trip to the Nemacolin Zoo for our families.
Wow, that sounds great. Andy, tell us about the Spring Valley Community Center.
Hey, John, Spring Valley Community is a hidden treasure in Fayette County. Not a lot of people know about them, but it's a religious sect called the Bruderhof. And they've got communities all over the world, and we just so happen to have 2 communities up in Farmington. They were gracious enough to open up their property to us, and they have a beautiful property up there, but their main goal in life is to serve the community, as is ours here at Head Start. So in partnership with them, about 6 months ago we started this going with this activity and planning for it. They opened up their community to us, and they said, hey, whatever you want to do here is fine. We'll help out in any way we can. The biggest event of the year, we held it there. They were gracious to us. They opened their doors. They had activities for us as we did for them, and we had a great time. I encourage people to go there. They open their doors, I believe, every Saturday night to a community dinner for the public, and they ask the public just to call them and make arrangements, but that's their main goal, is to serve the community.
Okay, and who wants to talk about the activities?
Dana's going to talk a little bit about activities.
Okay, I'll talk about the activities that our committee members did. We had 70 members of our staff who came up and helped at the event. We started in December planning these activities. So we basically focused on the nutrition activities. So we had a healthy zoo mix, or it's like a trail mix, but since it was going with the zoo theme, we had our zoo mix. We had a water station to promote water. We talked about 5210, which is 5 fruits and vegetables a day, 2 hours or less of TV, an hour or more of physical activity a day, and 0 sugar sweetened beverages. We also taught them how to grow a bean using a wet paper towel and a bean seed. We did apple sun catchers. You basically stick them up in the window. The kids colored them, so that was a nice treat for them to take home. We also had them make their favorite plate, so they got a picture with a plate on it, and they had different fruits and vegetable stampers that they were able to then choose which foods they wanted on their plate, as well as also tying in with the zoo theme. We talked about different animals and compared them to children and showed how each person's diet is different for each family.
Well, that sounds interesting. And Andy, could you maybe give us a number of participants who took part in this?
Sure. We had over 500 of our families members that came, right, of enrolled children and their siblings and families. It was of the 9 years they had it, it was the largest participated one that we've had so far this year. So it was a tremendous success, and we're very pleased to be a part of it, and we're really thankful that the parents showed up and they had a great time. But I want to tell you too, John, about the activities that the Bruderhof community did. as I said, they were gracious enough to really lend a hand, and they really did a great job with us. And they planned a lot of activities for our families. They have a horse and buggy ride. They had 2 sets of horses and 2 buggies, and they gave rides. It was almost like a little amusement park there at one point in time. The families loved the horses and they loved the buggies. They also had a little soccer tournament going on, and they had a little soccer field just at the appropriate stage for the kids, and it was all set up for them. They had a little trike obstacle course that was also a little miniature trike and a little miniature course for the small kids, and rode on that. They had a little fishing game, the kind you see at Kennywood. They did something like that. Also, they have real nice playground equipment, and they had a huge sandbox. It wasn't like a normal sandbox. It was like as big as a room. So the kids loved the sandbox. At the very end of the day, we had them go on what we called our nature trail. And it was really a tour of their facilities. It went past a huge lake that they have with a dock and a beach that's absolutely beautiful. But what the kids really loved on this nature trail was a visit to their stables and their barn. And they had horses there that they could pet. They had chickens. They had goats. They had piglets, barnyard animals like that, and that they could pet and interact with. And the children just absolutely loved that.
Wow, you know what? I'm sorry I missed that. I was out of town that day, and that really sounds exciting.
It was. It was a great time. And I'll tell you what made it really fun, and not only for the kids, but also for our staff, because it was a great time for our staff, and that's what we wanted it to be. We wanted the Bruderhof people and our staff to come together to connect, which they did, and made it a great time for our parents. So the 3 groups really just combined great, and we had a great day. A lot of fun.
So we munched.
I actually want to speak a little bit about the Munch. Besides just the healthy trail mix snacks that we had, we also did a big community lunch with our staff members, the Bruderhof community, and as well as our families that showed up. And this was kind of a really big focus because family meals are so important, and with everyone being so busy, it's not always easy to sit down as a family every night. And we just wanted to stress how important this is, how much fun it can be. So we filled the entire room with people. They served us fresh lettuce from their garden, fresh baked rolls, fresh made jam. We had hamburgers. Everyone was sitting, helping each other. It was really great to see, and it was really nice for everyone just to come together, helping each other out.
Wow. Do you plan on doing this next year?
I'm sure this is the 9th annual one, so I'm sure they'll have a 10th one because it was a huge success.
I'm going to be there with all that good stuff.
Well,
all the great activities.
We expect you to be there, John.
Yeah, fantastic. And I want to also ask about, what is the zoo book?
We had some of our committee members make a zoo book. And what that is, and I've got one here. I'm going to give that to you.
Okay.
The zoo book, it goes along with their trip to the zoo. Whether they came by car or by bus, they could take a free trip to the Nemacolin Zoo, which was literally a half a mile away. And they could drive through, and we have pictures that correspond in order to the animals that were in the zoo. So on the bus, the children or our staff could point out the animals as they went, and there's little facts in there and pictures of the animals. So it's really like a small coloring book for the kids and a keepsake for them too.
That's wonderful. And Dana and Andy, and also to all the staff who helped and planned all this, carry this out. From what I understand, it was a huge success. Everybody really enjoyed it, and everybody should be applauded for doing such a great job.
You know, they really did. Management, staff, everyone did an absolutely fantastic job. Like Dana said, we started about 6 months ago, and it went like clockwork. And everybody was cooperative. Bruderhof people couldn't have been more gracious in everything they did. What makes it doubly important is that it just happens to be Dana's last day today.
What?
And she's going on to bigger and better things. So this was like the top of the pile for her, more to say. And she's ending on a fantastic note by having a great activity.
Wow, I agree with you there, Andy. And Dana, I'm not sure where you're going, but I wish you the best. And as Andy said, you ended up on the top note here.
Yep, thank you.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up, and hope you enjoyed talking with Dana and Andy. Ooh, it's a little hot. I can't get away with anything without being caught by somebody But I am on my coffee break. I am allowed one coffee break a day. And when I am on my coffee break, I listen to the Pick Radio Show on 590 WMBS every Friday morning at 9:40 a.m. Oh, you scared me there. No, but anyway, hey, next up is Marcy Plyer. Will be joining us at the Stone & Company in Greensburg to talk about a student from the yacht program who has been trained and is now working at the Stone Company. So stay with us.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about the yacht program here at the Private Industry Council, otherwise known as Young Adult Careers with Hands-On Training. What we provide here for young adults aged 18 to 24 is the opportunity to come in and do some career transition and professional development training, along with hands-on training that includes the OSHA 10-hour general industries training, retrofit, which is a green energy type of construction and maintenance training, powdered and actuated tools, and introduction to blueprint reading and measurement. This in turn helps them go out into their work experience, which we provide for them, and that's about 4 weeks, 30 hours a week at $10 an hour. We have several different companies within this community that we put them in. We put them at Stone & Company, which we have interviewed some folks there. Here at Alternative Living Solutions. We have Avolio Foods in Jeanette. We have Excel Granite and Glass, just to name a couple. So what we're trying to get them is some true work experience so that whenever they do end up going out into the world, they have the experience to put on their resume and to show employers that they can offer them something whenever they get out there. In addition to that, most of the businesses or companies that we use are looking to hire on permanently when we put them into their work experience. So their best option is to get hired by that company. And with the work experience being at 4 weeks, they have the opportunity to do a 4-week interview in a sense. So if anybody is interested in this Young Adult Careers with Hands-On Training program, the yacht program, please give me a call at 724-836-2600, extension 204. Hi, my name is Marcy Plyer. I'm the Yacht Program Coordinator at the Private Industry Council. We are here today at Stone & Company to talk with Steve Manick, who was a yacht participant a few months ago. Hi, Steve. I just have a couple questions to ask you. Please share your thoughts on your experience here at Stone & Company.
My thoughts about my experience here, I definitely got to learn a new trade. I kind of knew how to do concrete work before I came here, but Stone & Company is definitely a lot more than just the concrete work. They have the builder supply and warehouse, lumber yard. So, I mean, I really was expecting just concrete work, so I wasn't expecting to learn about a lot of other stuff too, just other than the concrete work. So, I mean, it was good to learn more than what I just thought I was going to learn.
Okay. So other than the concrete work, what other types of skills did you learn here?
Right now I'm actually starting to do concrete finishing. That will be my position here. And I'm going to learn how to finish concrete, do retaining walls, stamped concrete, and it's just about anything you can really do with concrete. There's a lot more that you can do with concrete than I really knew was possible, so I'll be learning that, and hopefully that will help me out in my future, just learning a new trade.
And how did the yacht program benefit you in your work experience here at Stone & Company?
The yacht program, first of all, benefited me by giving me the opportunity to be here at Stone & Company and prove myself that I'm a good worker and that I'm willing to learn new stuff. And they also helped me with the certificates. Had classes there that gave me certificates for like OSHA and just other stuff. I think overall I had 6 of them. I can't remember all of them right now.
Okay. And would you refer friends or other people that you meet to this program?
Oh, I definitely would. I actually referred 2 people so far. I told them about the program. One of them actually asked me about it, so I gave him the information about it. And the other one was looking for a job, and I referred him to it because of how it benefited me. And I know that if he takes advantage of it to the fullest that it could take if he takes advantage of it to the fullest, that it could help him too.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Steve.
Okay.
Hi, this is Marcy Plyler. I'm back again, and I'm now here with Drew Bowersox, part of the HR department here at Stone & Company. Drew, I just have a couple questions to ask you. How has this program benefited your company?
It's great. I mean, to be honest with you, we were enticed by the free labor, but you know, when it really came down to it, these guys are helpful, and it's a good experience all around.
Okay. And do you know how many of the participants you have now taken on for work experience?
I think we're up to 4, I believe, yeah.
And they are working out as well?
Excellent, yeah.
That's wonderful. And how do you think the program benefits the employees you've taken on through the work experience?
Well, it gives certain kids, guys, whatever you want to call them, it gives them a chance to kind of get out into the real world, and actually you said it yourself, Marcy, it's kind of like a, I don't know, long-term interview to really let them get themselves in and give them a chance to kind of show what they can really do.
Okay. And do you think that this partnership with the Private Industry Council would continue, and would you take on more work experience participants?
Absolutely. I'm actually working with you guys with the yacht program, and I'm working with the Private Industry Council through CareerLink too with some other programs.
And lastly, would you recommend this program to other businesses that you might partner with?
Absolutely. I already have, and I will in the future.
Drew, we know that here at this location you do the concrete, but you have several other divisions and locations that you can help the yacht participants with other skills. Can you let us know about those?
Yeah, we have our builder supply and hardware store where they get a little bit of knowledge of how sales work, but they've worked with some of the different products, and we have our Stonecrete builders. They build houses. They'll build a house to suit your needs, whatever you want from that. The guys get some construction experience there. They've helped out in our different rentals and properties that we have with getting them ready for new tenants and everything like that. We do anything from concrete to concrete finishing. I was really pleasantly surprised with the guys we got out of this program, because I didn't really know what to expect when they were coming in here, but it was very nice being able to call them up and say, hey, you need high vis, and they knew what that meant, or you need steel-toed work boots, and they knew what they meant. And some of that stuff they already had through the program. There's times that you don't even get that out of employees off the street.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Drew. And this is Drew Bowersox once again from Stone & Company here in Greensburg.
Are you looking for a career but lack the needed skills? With multiple short-term training programs, the Education and Technology Institute can help.
ETI offers nurse aid training and a diploma program in medical coding billing. ETI also provides training for employers and individuals in CPT coding, ICD-9 and 10 coding, electronic health records, medical billing, and insurance documentation.
Take the first step to a new career. Contact ETI at 724-836-2395 or visit www.eti.edu.
Well, I feel like somebody's staring at me in a mirror. Oh, and somebody is staring at me in a mirror. Okay. Anyway, last up is Marcy Plyler to talk about a student from the yacht program who has been trained and is now working.
Hi, my name is Marcy Plyler, and I'm the program coordinator for the yacht program at the Private Industry Council. I'm here today with Zachary Laux and John Bukovac to talk with them about alternative living solutions. Zachary was one of the participants in the yacht program, and he did his work experience here at Alternative Living Solutions. And Zachary, I'd like to ask you, what type of experience are you getting here at Alternative Living Solutions?
Working with like power tools and doing different landscaping things. Then I help preparate this that we're doing here, building sidewalks and concrete.
Okay, great. And how did the yacht program prepare you to start work here?
I got my certification for powder tool operations certification, got retrofitting certification. I got my OSHA certification that deals with like safety and stuff like that.
And how did that help you reach some of your employment goals now that you've been hired on here?
That helped me reach the goals. Like I'm able to do things in like a safe way, and but like then before, like I wasn't like too familiar with like the safety aspects of what my job really entitled, and like now I know all that. So.
Okay, that's great. And would you refer other young adults to the program?
Yes, I would.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Zachary. And now, John, how did the program help you? How did this work experience help your agency and help get Zach prepared for this work?
Well, Marcy, the good news about these kind of programs that you operate through PIC is it really helps prepare the young people for a good, valid work experience. So even though we were in the need of a groundskeeper. It was good to have Zach, who went through your training program, come in fully prepared to operate the equipment we have, to understand the safety issues that are involved with using gasolines and paints and things of that nature, and just the general aspect of being self-actualizing. He was able to kind of really get things going on his own. He doesn't need much direction, and he can kind of take the ball and run with it.
Okay, that's great. So it sounded like Zach benefited a lot from this. Now, would you refer other young adults and other agencies or businesses to the yacht program?
Well, I think it's a good, valid experience both for the agency. It's a valuable resource to be able to get some trained kids in here to work, or young adults, actually, more than just kids. And it's beneficial for the agency. We're able to evaluate and see how the training goes before we make a commitment in terms of hiring someone full-time. In Zach's case, we've hired him on full-time now once his training program has been completed.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yep. Now, I know here at Alternative Living Solutions, you have several locations and you offer programs for young adults. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yes, Alternative Living Solutions was founded in 2007 under the idea of getting young people prepared to enter the workforce and to transition into adult life, as we like to say, to become tax-paying citizens. And so consequently, we started out with girls. In 2010, we added boys to the program. And now here on Georgia Station property, we have 3 buildings dedicated to providing these services for our young women. And down in South Greensburg on Broad Street, we have apartments for the young men.
Oh, that's great. So you house them as well as help to prepare them to get out there for independent living.
Right. We provide room and board as well as a structured environment so that they can kind of experiment to live what they've learned in terms of being able to make that transition from teenage into adulthood.
And that's great. And I know not only have you referred some young adults to the yacht program, but you also refer to our adult education and GED programs.
That's correct. I mean, it's invaluable for the kids who need their GED. Private Institute Council is our very first choice in terms of getting kids prepared and then for doing the testing themselves. And as you said, with the other programs, we're really looking forward to having programs that both our girls and boys can participate in. So this time it was Zach who went through your program, but we've also had some other boys who have been in our program also participate. So it's been a win-win situation for us.
Okay, that's great. And is there anything else you would like to add about Alternative Living Solutions?
Well, like I said, we're celebrating our 8th anniversary here today. Actually, July 2nd was when we opened up in 2007. And, as you can see around here that we're doing some projects here. We try to take on one major project a year. So this year was sidewalks on the property. The winter was very tough on us. We had stepping stones, and they heaved and hoed all over the place and made it unsafe. So we're getting in the sidewalks. It's been good to have Zach be able to participate with the contractors and getting the site prepared and moving forward. And, again, we're always trying to look at every opportunity as a teaching moment. So he's got a chance to learn something that he wouldn't maybe normally get in terms of how to do this, so that one day he'll be able to go out and do it on his own.
Okay, well, thank you so much, John, and thank you, Zach. And I'd like to say I'll talk to everybody later from Alternative Living Solutions.
Are you looking for a career but lack the needed skills? With multiple short-term training programs, the Education and Technology Institute can help.
ETI offers nurse aid training and a diploma program in medical coding billing. ETI also provides training for employers and individuals in CPT coding, ICD-9 and 10 coding, electronic health records, medical billing, and insurance documentation.
Take the first step to a new career. Contact ETI at 724-836-2395 or visit www.eti.edu.
Hello, I'm John Evans. You can also tune in and listen to the Pick Connection radio show broadcast every Friday at 9:40 a.m. on WMBS 590 AM radio.
Back in October, I received information that my children's father has passed away. So I had to quit my job and raise our 3 children on my own. So then I had to come to the EARN program, and I didn't think much of it because I had a very, very, very negative attitude about it. I didn't want to come. I thought that they couldn't help me. They didn't have the things I needed to succeed. And then I met my teacher, Marissa Carlson, and she encouraged me along the way. She made me see how I could do things in a different way. And then I got my GED. I received it Christmas Eve morning. I was so excited when I received it in the mail. And then she taught me how to make my resume better, so it was more presentable. So I started applying for jobs that I didn't think I could get, and then I got the job that I wanted the most. And I really, really enjoy my job. I'm making amazing income. My life has changed a lot. I can provide for my family. Just me, I can provide for my family. And I know a lot of people that are struggling along the way that could actually use this program to help them. And I know they could succeed if they could just put their mind to it, like I did. I came a long way. And I just like to thank everyone from the program, especially my teacher, for always believing in me and pushing me to succeed.
You know, some days you feel like climbing a wall, but not today. But thank you for joining us today. We really had a great show. We learned about Munch, Mingle, and Move from the Head Start, Early Head Start of Fayette County. Then we visited with students from the Yacht program, which is a wonderful program, about attaining jobs. I'll see you next time on The Pick Connection.